is so beat up that the scorekeeper can't read your number.
What's up, guys?
Don't be sky on the flight.
Hello?
Hi, Shane. Sorry, Eagle can't do his job well.
Good
It's
evening,
week one
Shane.
for everyone, I guess.
It's all good.
Oh, Shane, turn on your radio, please. It's such an annoyance when people do that. Oh my God.
Shane, you're live with Mo,
Yeah.
with Peas. I'm Peas, with Simon, and with Jim Coletioas.
Yes, you can't see me, but I'm here.
He's
Good
invisible
evening, Shane.
today.
How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. Pleasure to be with you.
Excellent. Let's dive into this division D1 and D2. Your thoughts on the landscape of both divisions this year, this spring, that is.
So this spring, this past game, well, I don't know too much about D1, but we're in D2 with pretty much the same team that we had last year with practice squad, where we made it to the semifinals and lost to Fighting Flamingos by a touchdown. Devastating. But this year, as you guys mentioned, we added Gordy Hogan, and we got off to a pretty strong start.
So, you last season was your first season, correct, in FPF?
Yeah, that's right.
So now moving up to Division D, what differences have you seen? I know it's just been one game, but what difference have you seen after your first season, moving from Division E and now playing in Division D?
You know what, I was
Sorry.
I was thinking that there was definitely going to be a big jump, and I'm sure there will be. But looking back on my first game and thinking back to our first game in Division 6 last year playing against Tough Lungs, but completely night and day the way that I'm able to manage the game, see the game, call the plays in the huddle. And I owe a lot to that to, I guess, a little bit of preparation. Peasy, speaking to you, even reaching out to guys like Corey Pecker, Sammy Fetter, Jake Applebaum throughout last season, just trying to get where their mindset was at and how they're calling plays and even their play calling. And that's helped me a lot in my progression.
That's one of the things I learned, Shane, is in this league, dudes are generally nice, they're generally willing to share their knowledge, and you learn really quickly as you start talking to dudes, and you find the things that they do that fit into your system rather. Now that you have, again, we talked a little bit on this show about having to replace Andrew Knopp and adding Gordon Hogan. How does that dynamic change your team?
So, I mean, you guys spoke about it a lot last year, but Andrew Knopp was an absolute beast for us on defense and really completely transformed the way that we play defense in that we had a lot of interceptions, and we can say that a lot of them came from him. Now that we add Gordy Hogan in the back end, it's been pretty game-changing so far, and we're really rotating through Russia right now, trying to figure out where we're going to go there. But we'll see how things go.
Yeah, and you were, to your point, you talked a little bit about last season. Last season, I had said at one point in the Division 6 podcast, Shane, you were the most improved quarterback from like game 1 to game 6 kind of thing. And was this the first time you were throwing a football, or have you had any experience at any other level before FPF?
I played West Park Cowboys at 10 years old as quarterback, but since then,
It's been a while.
I haven't played organized football since that 1 year. So I was a complete fish out of water for the first 2-3 games of last season.
Shane, looking at the schedule for your team this year,
Sure.
Some tricky games, Balsa hard to use on the schedule, Voodoo down the road. LBB, underrated team here. What's a realistic number of wins you guys think you can achieve this year?
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I think we can go 7-3, 8-2 maybe. But I think we have a really complete team. It's definitely starting with defense. Our team is led by the defense. And then I have a couple of really strong weapons on offense with a good snapper in Alex Finkelstein, a bunch of good role players in Alex Angeletti and Corey Schiffman, and then not to mention Knopp and Ryan Castiel.
I like that you specifically named everyone on the team just to make sure no one got offended.
Yeah, everyone's included. You get a car, and you get a car.
What's your handicap, Shane?
I went as low as an 8 last season. I'm back up to an 11 this season, but we're going to try and get down.
Simone and I played last Wednesday. Our handicap is golf. So the way you reached out for help with FPF, I may need to reach out to you for help with golf.
Maybe.
Specifically, not sucking is the
sunscreen
top.
would help.
Shane, let me ask you this question. In
Sure.
the huddle, we see in the NFL, right, with diva receivers, Who's
Yes.
the diva receiver on your roster who's going to say, hey, I'm always open 24/7?
That's the easiest question you'll ask me all night. Alex Angeletti. I can tell you that we named the team after him, and that went straight to his head.
Nice.
Don't worry, I know how that feels with a certain team in Division A this year.
We'll talk about that on the Division 8 podcast. Did you know, by the way, so in like olden time speak, like in the 1800s or so, saying someone was touched in the head perhaps, meant that they were mentally slow. Would you say that that's the case of Alex Angeletti?
You know what? That is a really, really good assessment. It's like this idiot savant.
Well, you know what? It's better than Simon because he's not a savant of any
Sure.
sort. So
Just an idiot.
he's just an idiot. Shane, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck rest of the season. And
Well, hold
I
on,
know-
I need to ask one question.
all right.
Ask one more
Apparently
question.
we're not doing a
Sorry,
radio
ask
show.
one more question. So, fill in the blank here. The Touched by the Angeli will win the Div D2 title because of what?
Because of our defense and nothing but the defense.
So, not because of you.
No, definitely
Oh,
not. I got to
He's
tell
riding
you,
the wave, man.
I'm still learning. I'm still progressing, and this team is led by the defense. It will be led by the defense, and as long as I could limit the interceptions, I think we have a very good shot.
Shane, do you know anything about cricket?
Nothing at all.
So
Mo,
we're
tell-
gonna let you be the judge. We have a game right now we're playing where once in a while we test Simon Dagenet and Mo Khan based on their cricket knowledge. I'm going to give them each a term to define, and you have to choose which one you like better, not which one is the most correct or correct at all. You need to tell me which one you choose as the better answer. So, gentlemen, without further ado, with the referee-in-chief, Shane Feinberg,
Yes.
presiding.
Actually, the umpire. That's what they use. The umpire.
The
team.
umpire.
Yes.
What is
That's not going to get you points, Mo.
I know.
what is cafeteria bowling?
Say that again.
Cafeteria bowling.
Okay.
I guess it's tea time, no? In cricket?
There's tea time.
So Mokan says tea time.
Yeah.
You can steal it,
It's
Simon
tea time.
Dagenet. Be not terrible.
Cafeteria bowling.
Cafeteria bowling.
It's basically a food fight, but for cricket.
Shane, you have to choose one of these two terrible answers. What do you got?
1 point for Simon Dagenet.
1 point, Simon
sir!
Dagenet. 2-1. It's 2-1.
Get off the air. You're out of here, Feinberg.
Thank you, Shane. You're always welcome to
We'll
join
talk
us.
to
Let
you.
us know when you're going to be back.
You know,
And best of luck this season.
get out of here, Feinberg.
luck,
We'll
buddy.
talk to you soon.
Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Shane. He comes on air with his